I matched with this gorgeous girl on Tinder. We chatted on the app. I realized we were having a decent conversation, so we exchanged numbers. I called her to set up a date. On the call, we agreed to meet up on a Friday night. We decided to hit up a bar that is about 10 minutes away. I told her that I'd pay for her Uber to my place. Then we can heat out from the lobby of my apartment building and take my car. She started to weird me out. She told me that she's afraid of the dark and being kidnapped. It was so random. I didn't know how to respond. I reassured her we didn't have to take the Uber ride to my complex and I can just send the Uber to the bar, or she can find her own transportation. I thought it wasn't a big deal. I told her that if 8 p.m. is too dark or late, then we can meet up earlier. Plus, the lobby of my apartment building is well lit and staffed with 2 concierges full-time. She insisted that she's uncomfortable. No biggie. I decided we should meet at the bar closer to her place. On the night of the date, I texted her a few hours before to confirm the date. I also made sure to remind her to bring a jacket. It was a chilly night, and the bar had a cool-ass outdoor area. She with a thank you and she will bring her jacket. Cool. Fast forward, it was raining on the night of the date. I told her that if the rain is still around, then we can reschedule. However, by 7:15 p.m., the storm was gone. I texted her around 7:30 p.m. to tell her I'm leaving my house heading to the bar. Just after 8 p.m., she responded to my messages. She texted me back, asking me to let her know when I arrived. I felt bad because I thought she was already there waiting on me. My Uber made the wrong turn on the highway, and that set me back. I arrived to the bar around 8:30 p.m. and held a conversation with her over text to keep her updated. So, I thought she was good. I expected to see her there waiting. However, she wasn't there. I thought she had bailed, but I decided to give her an extra couple of minutes. Around 8:45 p.m. I called her to see if she's on her way. She answers pretty quick. She tells me again that she's afraid of the dark. She doesn't want to leave her apartment building. I told her that we agreed to meet at the bar at 8 p.m., and I gave her an opportunity to change the time. She then asked me to pick her up from her apartment building. I looked in my Google Maps, and it was 10 minutes away. This confused me. She's afraid of being kidnapped, but is giving me her address. Then proceed to ask me to go to her place? She knew I was on my way to our date, and I kept talking to her the entire time. Why the sudden change? I asked her if she can make it over in 15 minutes. She ignored the question and insisted that I pick her up. I pressed on the same question, asking her if she can make it within the next 15 minutes. She was silent for a good minute. I broke the silence by telling her that I'm not interested in these games, and that if she is unable to keep her word on something as simple as meeting in a public place, then this won't work. I politely bid her a good night and hung up. I don't have time for these games. I simply went home and called it a night. My phone was on fire. Shit hit the fan. She was angry that I had the nerve to stand up to her. She insulted me and threatened me. She stated I had a general lack of responsibility. She blew up my phone with calls and texts. I didn't pick up any of the calls or answer any of the texts. She stopped texting around 11 p.m. I got back to my place. There were a few people in my lobby hanging out. One person stuck out to me. They did the seem to be with the group. I fast walked to the elevator. I heard footsteps behind me. I got on the elevator. As the elevator door was closing, I felt a hand on my right arm. The door closed. I went straight to my apartment, chugged some water, and get ready for bed. That's when I got one last text from her, which read, "You made the right decision tonight."